Vouchsafe in. Now Bolden, and when he's installed, all 9 will be in for the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes. They're under starters' orders, and they're running. And in the earlier stages, Bolden goes straight into the lead from Vouchsafe. It's Bolden going on from Vouchsafe. Then comes Diastan. Then Shardari on the rails. Then comes Shahrastani, supreme leader. Behind them, Petoski. Dancing Brave is next. And 9th and last is the filly Triptych, as Bolden sets a blazing gallop from his stable companion Vouchsafe. There's quite a long gap then to Diastan, with Diastan on the outside of Diastan, Shardari. Then comes Shahrastani very close to them. Behind them, Supreme Leader. Behind Supreme Leader's Petoski. Then Dancing Brave, not letting Shahrastani out of his sights. And Triptych finding this much too fast at the moment as they pass the mile already. And Bolden and Vouchsafe a good 10 lengths clear of Diastan. Then comes Shardari on the inside of Shahrastani. Then Supreme Leader. Then Petoski. Then Dancing Brave. And finally Triptych. The leaders have passed the 7, are racing towards the 6, and it's still Bolden and Vouchsafe. Then back in 10 lengths behind them comes Diastan. Behind Diastan is Shardari, then Shahrastani on the outside, Supreme Leader and Petoski. And going very well in behind Petoski is Dancing Brave, and Triptych is the back marker, and it's still Bolden as they race past the 5 furlong marker from Vouchsafe. Then comes Diastan, then Shahrastani has moved into 4th just ahead of Shardari, and then Supreme Leader, and making ground all the time on the inside, Pat Edery on Dancing Brave. One from last is Petoski, last is Triptych, but they're beginning to bunch now as Diastan takes it up from Shahrastani. It's Diastan from Shahrastani, then comes Shardari, the Aga Khan trio. Then making ground on the inside is Dancing Brave with Petoski as they swing for home now. It's Diastan being pressed by Shahrastani. Coming down to the 2 furlong pole, Diastan from Shahrastani, and here comes Dancing Brave unleashing a run towards the stand side. Shahrastani is under pressure. Shardari has moved into the lead over on the far side, and Dancing Brave is coming there with a double handful. And it's Pat Edery on Dancing Brave from Shardari. Triptych just moving into 3rd as they race to the line. Dancing Brave avenges his Epsom defeat. Dancing Brave being challenged again by Shardari, but holding him well. Dancing Brave the winner, Shardari 2nd, Triptych 3rd, Shahrastani 4, Diastan next, then Petoski, and then Supreme Leader, and finally the 2 pacemakers literally tailed off after the great gallop, they said, Vouchsafe and Bolden. And so the result of the 1986 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes. First, number 8, Dancing Brave, owned by Mr. Khalid Abdallah, trained by Guy Harwood and ridden by Pat Edery. Second was number 4, Shardari, owned by His Highness the Aga Khan, trained by Michael Stout, ridden by Steve Cawthon. And third was number 7, Triptych, owned by Mr. Alan Claw, trained by Patrick Louis Biancone and ridden by Yves Saint-Martin. Fourth was number 9, Shahrastani. So Dancing Brave avenges that Epsom defeat in fantastic style. Guy Harwood wins his 2nd King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Stakes, and Pat Edery wins his 2nd as well. This is Dancing Brave. Here's how he won a brilliant 1986 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes.
Well, one thing's certain, he certainly stays. Pat didn't have the best of runs, 5 furlongs out, and coming into the straight, his position was unpromising behind the 3 Aga Khan horses, and with Bolden on his outside. But Bolden fell away. Pat was able to pull out here, and now he'd got the 3 Aga Khan horses covered. Shahrastani already under pressure and didn't find the response that Walter Swinburne was hoping for. And now Shardari and Steve Cawthon have hit the front, and for a moment looked like winning. For a moment, that is, until you look over to Dancing Brave and see his brilliant acceleration as he goes from 2 lengths down to a length and a half up inside the final furlong. He has perhaps got tired in the final furlong, but hardly surprising after such a fast-run race. And Shardari, from being 2 lengths down, is going to come back at him now. But make no mistake, this was a brilliant performance in a really, really fast-run race. And Dancing Brave has showed himself to be a true champion, although on the day Shahrastani didn't run his best race. We saw him edgy beforehand and also a little bit sweating, but take nothing away from Dancing Brave, who was a brilliant winner on the day by about a length from Shardari. Triptych about 5 lengths away 3rd. Well, the head-on view